All right, in this video, we're going to format the spreadsheet for upload into our CRM, in this case, Genius Messenger CRM. Depending on where you want to send this data, you may want to format it in a different way, and that's going to depend on the system you're trying to upload this data to. So in certain cases, you may want to separate first name and last name, and I'll show you how to do that at the end of this video. For Genius Messenger CRM, we do want this name combined. So we're going to leave that. And one thing we'll need to do is, you see Facebook ID, how some of these are a formula instead of the actual number. What we want to do is highlight that entire column and change it to number. And then we'll just get rid of the decimal places. So that's going to ensure that we're getting the correct Facebook ID for each user. And additionally, when we upload to Genius Messenger CRM, we can also add a couple extra columns here. So label name and tags. So if we have a specific label we want to send these to, we can add that here. And additionally, if we want to add a tag, we can add that as well. You can upload these without either of these, but if you do want to have tags, you at least need label name. You can have label name without tags, but not tags without label name, if that makes sense. And you have to match the name exactly as it is in Genius Messenger CRM. Otherwise, it's going to create a new label. So just be sure you're going one for one. So I'll show you in this example. I have a tag called group member, and that's for people who are a member of my group. And that's where I'm going to send this data. So right now there's 13 group members there. And we're going to add that group member tag to everyone in this list because that's where I got this data from. And tags, I'm going to put LL Facebook group, just so I can know based on that tag which Facebook group they're from. And remember that this downloads as a CSV file. So another thing we have to do is actually save this as an Excel file for upload. So you can choose your file format here. You can see I've already saved this one as Excel workbook, but you can see CSV is an option. So depending on which system you're trying to upload this data to, they might accept CSV files. You might need an Excel file, so just be cognizant of that and save it in the correct format for upload. So I've gone ahead and saved that as well. So we have email, phone, Facebook ID, profile link, name, label name, and tags. So all of those things look good for upload into Genius Messenger CRM. For people who may want to separate first name and last name, I'm just going to show you how to do that real quick. So basically you can insert 2 extra columns here. And that's for people who might have 3 names. We don't want to overwrite data in this phone column. And then what we're going to do is highlight this entire column. We're going to go to Data, Text to Columns, Delimited, and we're going to use space as our separator here. What that's going to do is every time there's a space, it will make a new column, and we'll hit Next and Finish, and you can see now we have name, last name, third name. So now we could basically just rename these first name, last name. And then in cases where we'd want to overwrite this, like we could take this one here and just paste it over. So some might be a middle name. And basically for those stray third name ones, we could just copy and paste over like that. And then we can end up just deleting this column once we're done with that. So we just hit delete. And now they're all first name, last name. So if where you're sending this, like your email autoresponder, stuff like that, you want it separated into first name, last name, that's how you do that. But for the case of Genius, like I said, we're going to actually leave that combined. So I just hit the undo button enough times to get me back to square one. And I'm going to hit save. So now at this point, it's saved as an Excel file. The Facebook IDs are all number format. I have my label name and tags. So this is the correct format. In the next video, I'll actually show you how to upload this file to Genius Messenger CRM. If you have any questions on formatting, there's a lot of videos out there showing you how to format things in Excel. As an accountant, I've used Excel quite a bit, so it's pretty easy for me to navigate around, but I know it can be kind of confusing for people who don't use it much. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, let's get into the next video and get this data added to our CRM.